I am normally not one given to hyperbole, but in this case I agree with President Trump. The House bill that they're basing this on is me. And I know that because I'm hearing from constituents each and every day who are scared, who are literally scared for their lives about where their children's health care is going to come from, where their parents' long-term care is going to come from, how their cousin is going to get opioid treatment. We had 1.3 million people hospitalized for opioid and heroin emergencies and inpatient care last year in this country. It is an overwhelming epidemic. And the foundation for treatment for opioids is Medicaid. Like, they can hang the prettiest windows on a house with a crumbling foundation that they want. If you don't have Medicaid well funded to be able to deal with the opioid epidemic, you cannot deal with the opioid epidemic. We're going to see rural hospitals that gave up higher reimbursement rates close down if they don't have the funding from Medicaid, because no one's talking about going back to the reimbursement rates that we had before the ACA, which were higher for hospitals and higher for rural hospitals. They're going to keep that money and cut Medicaid. That's what this proposal looks like. So I got to say, the most frustrating thing about this entire process is every day constituents are calling my office, coming up to me on the streets in New Mexico, and scared to death about what is in this bill, and yet we don't even have a bill that we can point to say exactly what it's going to look like. I've never seen a legislative process like this, but if there's ever an indication that the way we do things in Washington, D.C. is broken, this is the biggest departure from regular order I've ever seen in the decade that I've been here. And it's incredibly scary, it's incredibly disappointing, and yes, it's mean.